I'm going to tell you a story. First thing you gotta understand is, though, time doesn't work the way you think it does. Heck, I'm not even sure it works the way I think it does. You can call me Oracle, because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the cult, so to speak. We are in suit of Pentacles, associated with Earth and butterflies. Actually, I probably should have been on this page for this. While I'm on the topic of butterflies. So, I made a point much earlier that these videos are part of my own self-initiation. I mentioned self-initiation. I didn't actually mention that the videos were part of it. But this is part of my own process of phalos, diphalos, or initiation. And I've actually taken the time to teach, as it were, anchoring, agalana, cleansing, dhavana, centering, kentarana, divining, to an extent, just with the tarot card videos, pratibha, masking, kind of, sort of, varnika. I'll get to quickening vartana today. Sacrificing, pariyajati, which is basically making offerings like to the altars and stuff. And also that whole thing about like drops of blood. Shielding, salataram pratyati, and I believe like 2 video goes I covered dispelling Saramithanoda. So here's some other handy words. Mark, aga, brand, kina, imprint, mudra, symbol, pratima, shape, akara, logo, bodhikina, sign, kina or punna, signature, hastaksara. Like an astral signature would be your Shakti Hastaksara, because it would be essentially psychic. Flag, Dvaja. Banner, Ketu. So essentially, our souls emit a halo. That's essentially what our aura is. You can view your hair. A lot of people view from astral space, like we'll see your soul or your energy like different ways. Not just your soul, but like your spirit and like your physicality all like stacked on top of each other, unless you're actually projecting. I'll actually cover like in theory a word that you should be able to help you do that if you would like to in a little bit. Signal, Saiketa, engrave, Likati, diagram, Rekakitra, image, Manaskitra, print, Mridana, oath, Zapatha, and those 5 planes I referred to deal with Ojas, or fortitude, translated into Zakti as mana, Bhagya, or fate, translated into Kala in the physicality, Siddhavapna, or a spirit dream that translates into life in the physical, Yamamirta, Murtu, or death, that translates into the say or matter in reality, and Samoha, essentially. Samoha Shakti. Yeah, I'll go with that. The illusion of mind, that translates into Akaza in physical space. So, actually, literally in physical space. Our concept of our mind and like how we view physical space around us is very, very tied to like the core concept of the interaction of Chalava, or the illusion that like our mind generates, essentially, and its relation to samsara, as far as I'm aware. Alright, I was gonna look up the bug names, but like I'm getting off topic. So I didn't show you the 9 of discs, so here is 9 of discs, gain, and here is 10 of discs, wealth. 10 of earth, the great work. I took that as one of my patrons, which is partially actually why I probably ended up doing it in this format. You experience a sense of order, design, tension, balance, and harmony. Everything in your life is moving with wonderful rhythm. You realize a new kind of wealth, which is spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and physical. This is the true meaning of wealth. All other kinds of wealth are transitory. You learn so much. Now it's time to put what you know to words and other art forms in order to communicate it to others. You have long been a student, but you are a great teacher as well. Following the spiritual path is the greatest of all works. Here is 9 of Pentacles from the mini right wing. And 10. A man and woman beneath an archway, which gives the entrance to a house and domain. Divinatory meanings. Gain, riches, family matters, archives, extraction, the abode of a family, chance, reverse meanings, chance, fatality, loss, robbery, games of hazard, sometimes gift, dowry, or pension. 10 of Pentacles. Long-term prosperity, material success, affluence, especially if it's family-related, established wealth, long-standing, successful, well-established family organization, legacy, passing down assets from one generation to the next, building upon an established, successful enterprise. Reverse meaning, unexpected change regarding investments, health, or family. Established situation is in flux or unstable. All right. Wow, I chose really good times. Okay, so there are 2 things I specifically wanted to bring up in this video, and they actually both relate to all of those things in different ways. Transfer of, like, interrelation of generations, transfer of wealth, transfer of power, and just like looking towards the future, and in a very, very specific way, actually interaction with spirituality, and living in the digital, the Abhishka Yuga, the digital age, which is the anime. I mean, I guess it's a cartoon. I don't know if it's like technically actually anime, but it's called Pantheon. It's amazing. It's about essentially human. So I talked about in previous episodes the core concept of the data jack. That's something that, like, we can create visually interactive, like basically like a like altered, or like the virtual and like alternate real like augmented reality and virtual reality, but like wholly digital, like created spaces, but like be able to visually, like with our brain, as opposed to just like with goggles, do it with a data jack. Essentially what Pantheon is about people who have had their brains scanned, and essentially their souls are uploaded onto hard drives. That's scary. That's mad scary. And like, from near as I can tell, they got the whole soul. The whole soul. They got the whole thing. Near as I can tell, they got the whole thing. They feel. They feel. They got the whole Atma. That's really wild. Just core concept, that's scary. I'm just saying. Core concept, that's scary as heck. Especially like it tells you like what would happen to someone if that happened to them. Bad things could happen. Also, there is an actual literal space hotel. A space hotel. There is a hotel in orbit. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And I'm not joking. Like, so we kind of live in the age of Spaceballs because you can get canned air. Here's the thing about this, though. This is actually, like, really potentially useful for a first aid kit if you're hiking, for example. Didn't really think of that, but, like, that's actually what it's useful for. Like, I have this theoretically for when I go to the mountain where I do, like, my effigy burn, which I haven't been able to go to. I wasn't able to go last year, and I'm very sad about it. But my point is, um, um, yeah, since all of Wands is about effigies, you could tell that I'm very into the effigy burn core concept. But here's the thing, like, this one is for my homies at the space station. There, it's a little bit minty. That's if they have mints under the pillows. Now you have some mint for yourselves too. It's in the air now. All right. Some quick vocabulary: box, patika, bottle, kupi, pocket, kosa, sack, gone, table, sandara, shelf, sandaya, rack, nidanika, screen, jivanika, freezer, prazanaka, oven, alpaca, cupboard, kapatika, tongs, kibuko, room, kaksa, bedroom, zvapnorga, zvapna graha, closet, avaskara, kitchen, asada, bathroom, nanahagara, home, gurha. Kitchen, asada. Bathroom, snadagahara. Got closet. Living room, muke prakosta. Hall, zala. Changing room, nepatagara. Chamber, vastu. I also have change of dot masal, adhivasa parivatana, and mental hospital, manoruganalea, hostel, abasa, and station, Thina. So that one was for the ones up in the Casa Thina Abasa. Also, heart. Oh, by the way, you guys actually said end up seeing this. There's this thing called a Mandira Mani. It's called a hearth jewel. I basically, before I made this video, I made one and I sent one up there. I'm not exactly sure where you are physically in relation to New Hampshire, England, to New England. But anyway, rampart, por, stairs, Haikara, and all right. Now so I talked a bit about initiation. There's formal, there's informal, there's a whole page on initiation if you really want to look into it on like Wikipedia that actually goes into like there's rites of passage, there's like rites of adulthood, like a bar mitzvah is an initiation. Like you don't think of it like that, but it is. Being baptized, it's initiation, like being abluted prior to entering religion, or as an like ablution in the sea, for example. That's an initiation. Um, there's 4 specific kinds of initiation that are actually in Vajrayana schools in general, called Diksha, of name, Diksha Gana, of bell, Diksana Vajra, or Vajra, and Diksha Phala Kirita. Let's see. So, I taught you some like most of the meta magic from Shadowrun, if you're actually familiar with that. Just in terms of like knowing what the Sanskrit is, and now you know it. So I also taught you the word for initiation. So if you like are of anyone who actually follows this, congratulations, you don't know enough Sanskrit to basically like so okay, I initiate this, and like you can basically say Dev Sakarote Mat uh Upanayati Atman, and like she'll handle the rest. Because like it gives you 2 grades, and it doesn't work like that. Like anyone who's read that, like if you're like, why are there 2 grades? That doesn't seem like that's actually how it works. It's because basically there's a bunch of grades inside of those 2 grades, based on the 10 levels, including thesis. This is basically part of a very large extended Natha thesis on my part. Like it's basically like moved into the Abisha the phase of my thesis is essentially how this works. And like the core concept of like a thesis, why are you saying something so scientific in that? Well, if you're asking that question, you haven't seen a lot of my previous videos because that's pretty well answered in those. Anyway, to answer your question, pentacles are related to Earth, which is related to gravity, and that's how that's related to thesis, because it's partially related to gravitational effects of the field. Anyway, like I'm gonna move on from that. So, enlighten, Rokiati, transcend, ativartate, move hither and thither. This would be what you would use to project. Vikariati, because it is move hither and thither mentally. Make permanent. This is to quicken. Thira karote, and keep equilibrium. This is to, after you have found a way that you are off-centered and done other things to like non-magically center yourself, this would be something to help you keep equilibrium. Barati Tula. Boom. And this is my Zapathas Mani, or my Oath Stone. And you know what? I'm gonna read I'm getting on to 15, 16 minutes, so I'm gonna read the list of 101 Dharma that I came up with in a different video. So I will talk to y'all later. This is Oracle, I'm singing to you. This would be 10 out of 10 of the Nanakatara, of the stars on the coins of the Patiyava, of the Pentacles, Wenticles, that'd be discs. See y'all later, all you trying to be a good one, not a Beckett head. And by which I mean this video ain't for kids. That's a solid way from the Oracle biz. That's all they're saying to that. Next be the Court of Pentacles hat. Oh yeah, and happy Thanksgiving. To all those in the way of Priyadatta and all those in orbit like the hostile station that isn't hostile in inhospitable ways. After all, it's a hotel, folks. If you got the Nanaka, they'll let you in, hey. 'Cause that's how it be out in the tantra, even it's outside of Priyadatta. Hey, I guess technically it's in orbit, so out near in the Soma reaches of Chandra way. Hey, it's Chandra Marga, orbital ways, in the way of mandala of the path of circuits, in the way of the stars, in the way that they be. Soma reckon by hey, that would be a fine tough other way, hey, that'll be a good night oracle ways. And that's how it be. Talk to you later, folks. Akuna Abe. Sangita be way. That'll be a tacit in the Astra. Tara might drop down to the leka of the Yamasana. Through all the hunya. Talk to you later, folks. See you later.